This is a description video of my SP2, model. So it is, if you're familiar with my SP3 model, if you've watched that description, it has a very fat cushion-like rim. And it's basically, for all practical purposes, it's literally a hair smaller inner diameter, but I don't think most people would ever notice it. But this is a little bit smaller than my SP3 inner diameter wise, but it's the same rim profile, and then it's a straight shot down, but it's into a shallow V cup. All right, so the straight shot down gives your chops a little bit more room so that you don't bottom out or have trouble if you swell. I should have said that in the SP3 video as well. The idea is to go straight down after that rim to give your chops some room, and then in a shallow V-shaped cup. So again, it's a two-piece model, just like the SP3. That's the only way that I make this available. Has a 28 drill in the top, 27 drill in the back bore. It's the same back bore as I use on the SP3. I have this one fitted for a Reeves sleeve because personally that's the way I like my lead mouthpiece to be set up, but just specifically this one. So what else can I say about it? The entrance to the throat section, I want to say, is just a little bit tighter than the SP3, and the reason for that is to give just a little bit more resistance to not fall in. You don't want to fall into that. So initially it might feel too tight to some people, and if it is going to work for you, you're going to have to relax, let the mouthpiece do some of the work for you, lean up against that resistance. I should have mentioned this in the other video as well, but I have a new venture called Lessons with Studio Musicians. And in my fundamentals series, I speak a lot about trying to stay relaxed here, but with a lot of support in your core. Basically, if you could think of leaning up against a wall, but then relaxing against it with your arm and your hand, but not trying to push the wall into being a different resistance. You want that wall to stay the same. That's the consistent thing. So this is the equivalent to the wall, the trumpet, the resistance of the mouthpiece and the trumpet together. You have to learn to accept that and not wish that it was different, not wish that it was just way more open. And most younger players and a lot of professionals too are looking for something that feels really open, and they want that instant gratification of a really easy big sound. But those same people usually struggle with endurance and range and pitch later on as they get into their playing further into the day. So that's Lessons with Studio Musicians. It's sponsored by Patrick Mouthpieces. That's what made it possible to start doing that. And I'll put that in the description as well. But again, you want that resistance to lean up against. So that's that entrance to the throat that's just a little bit tighter. Okay, and it's 28 drill in the top, 27 drill in the back bore. And the reason for that, again, is to create the feeling of being more open without actually being really open. So let's see, what else can I say about that? Let me play a few notes on it. Okay, it's not easy to play up there, but the mouthpiece makes it easier, okay? It does a lot of, oh, I just woke the dog up. He was, my new puppy is taking a nap. Go back to sleep, buddy. All right. So I use this when I'm playing for long periods of time up in the upper register, when I have long days and it's primarily commercial work. If I play a smoking section gig, if you're acquainted with that band, it's very demanding when we play those live jobs. Sometimes we'll do 2 live jobs back to back where we're at the venue we're playing. And I play this primarily. I don't really go to a deeper mouthpiece. I play this, and every once in a while I'll pop in the SP1, which is, I'll be doing a review of that in a minute as well. But again, this is my primary lead mouthpiece. It's very small. It's not for everybody. It's a little bit unconventional with the way the rim is this cushiony and flat. But if it works for you, it gives you a lot of comfort. It gives you a lot of support, and you can do a lot of things on it. So I'll try to kind of think of a couple other things to play. Let me play down low with it.